What's up, guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. My name is Leandro Di Manriva, and today we're going to be making a modern classic cocktail called Neptune's Wrath. It was created by Toby Maloney of Milk and Honey fame. Surprise, surprise, another Milk and Honey alum. I don't have a year for this one, but I do know that he made it for the menu at the Violet Hour. So Toby Maloney went on to become the head bartender and program director of the Violet Hour in Chicago. And today he also counts himself as the bar program director of Mother's Ruin and Loverboy, both in New York. He's an amazing barman. He's an amazing bartender, and he's also I don't know. There's a lot of people that weigh in on opinions about how he bartends, especially because Mother's Ruin and Loverboy, they really sort of knock the whole classic cocktail thing on its head a little bit. And I really love that about those programs. Anyway, let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to do, I picked up the egg, but that's not what we're doing first. First thing we are going to do is 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Now, the original recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of simple syrup, and that would be 1 ounce. I actually cut this down to 3/4 of an ounce, finding the 1 ounce a little bit sweet for my palate. So I do 3/4 an ounce lemon, 3/4 an ounce simple syrup, but if you want to do the original specs, it would be like a full ounce of simple syrup. Then we're going to do 1/4 of an ounce of absinthe. And 1.5 ounces of gin. Today we're using Plymouth, but you can use Beefeater. I think Plymouth goes pretty well in this drink, though. Okay. And then we are going to put this aside, introduce our large tin, and crack our egg. And do our egg white. Cast it aside, rub our hands, and then we're going to add this and do a nice dry shake. Now, dry shaking you can do for about 30 seconds, but you can do it for as long as you want. The better the dry shake, the more air you introduce, the better the meringue you're going to get. The better the froth, and that's what you want. It's a nice froth. And I think I actually just hit the mic. Did I just hit the mic? Yeah, I did. I just hit the mic and it went poof. Did it go poof? Yeah, I did. It probably did. That's okay, though. All right. Now, for egg white cocktails, we use 1 big rock of ice. Now, there's a couple of things you need to know about this. A, you can let this sweat a little bit and let it temper so that you have a little surface water on it, because this is going to dilute very minimally in the cocktail, and it's going to give you superior texture, and that's why you use this in an egg white drink. Another trick that Dave Arnold likes to do, I'm like a little out of breath. Another trick that Dave Arnold likes to do is he likes to put a little cube of ice in with this so that he's sure he gets the proper dilution. I don't really do that because I don't feel like I've never noticed that I didn't get the right dilution. Nothing feels too hot to me. I feel like I get the right wash line, so I don't do that, but it is an option if you want to. I'll put that in there. Add it. Catch our breath. Guess I'm getting old. I don't know. And then we're going to shake some more. Nice workout. All right, now I like to double strain my egg white cocktails just to make sure that no shards go in there, because nothing kills egg white foam better than excess water. I like to just make the double strain anyway. I didn't hear it break apart. Usually you hear it break, but I'm just going to do it anyway just to be certain. So here we go. Got that nice pale white drink. All right, now here's the fun part of this cocktail. So what we're gonna do is we are going to carefully add 1/4 ounce of green chartreuse into our jigger. And then we're gonna light it on fire. I like to use matches just because I don't like the idea of making a flame with butane and then putting it on a cocktail. So you science nerds can tell me if I'm wrong, but to me it just seems like you're spritzing butane onto your drink. I like to also let this sit for a second so that it gets rid of the sulfur, and then we're gonna light the cocktail on fire. Okay, that is definitely on fire. Yes, okay. It's hard to see. Hey, Marius, why don't you kill that light? See if we can see this a little bit better. Because in the bar, I can see this. Can we see this? Now, I don't know if you can see this. There's a little blue flame. We killed the light. I don't know if you're going to have to adjust the camera. And then basically what we're going to do is we're going to pour this flame down onto our thing, and that's our garnish. It's just like flaming chartreuse. So we just, ready? We just blow that out. Started to caramelize a little bit, and there you guys have it. Let's turn the light back on. The Neptune's Wrath. Let's take a sip and see how good it is. Ooh, that is brilliant. That is, I mean, essentially this is just a gin sour with the addition of chartreuse and absinthe, and it's those anise notes that are going to come forward. The thing is, a lot of people are going to say, I don't like that anise, I don't like that kind of black licorice flavor, but I'm going to tell you right now that the anise in this drink really goes well with the sugar and with the lemon and the botanicals of the gin, and I guarantee you I'm not that big of a absinthe fan either, and I'm not that big of an anise fan, but this drink makes such good use of those flavor profiles, and it's so well balanced that you guys are definitely going to enjoy it. So absolutely try your Neptune's Wrath. I just want to thank everyone for watching this channel. You guys are making it what it is, and I especially want to thank our Patreon subscribers. If you're interested in checking out our Patreon, you can do that at patreon.com/theeducatedbarfly. And I also want to give out a special shout out to our tool sponsor, Barfly Mixology Gear, who provides us with these amazing tools. You guys should definitely check their Instagram out and press follow when you get there because they're pretty great and they have a great Instagram. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.